Hello guys, welcome back to our YouTube channel. It's me again, Agbofiona, registered nurse, now studying in USA, University of Alabama at Birmingham. So today I'm going to tell you about how we were able to get our visas, all about the process. Yes, I'll tell you how how I was able to apply, got admission, got the visas and all the likes. But the specific visa questions, we will tackle it in a separate video because I would like my husband to be here also to share to us the questions that they asked him as a dependent visa holder. Now, so many people do not know that when you have admission to study in the USA, you who has applied, you're the primary applicant, you're entitled to or you're eligible for an F1 visa. Now, if you have a husband or children who are 18 years or below, they are your dependents. You are eligible to apply with these persons, so you can all be able to get your visas to come into USA. That was exactly what we did. That was exactly how we did it. Nothing else. So many people are shocked. They're like, how come you were able to do this over a short period of time and all? Sorry, it was not a short period of time. The process, most often you will not hear about it. I don't talk much about what I'm planning to do. I like to talk with results, with facts, so you understand that at least I've gone through this route and you can also consider it. So we started this process in 2022 at about, I think, October 2022. So I got a valid information about the PhD nursing program in the University of Alabama at Birmingham. So when I got this information, I decided to check out the website. I was provided the website anyway, so I decided to navigate the website seriously. And initially, I had to do Ielts. I was told I have to do Ielts exams. I was ready to do the Ielts in order to be able to apply. But fortunately, while I was navigating through the website, I found out that Ielts exams is waived for people from some certain countries of the world and in Africa specifically. Unfortunately, Cameroon happens to be among those countries. And there are so many African countries, my dear subscribers, I want you to take advantage of this. So there are so many African countries for which Ielts is waived for also. You can explore the opportunities. I'll leave a picture here. You see the African countries for which Ielts is waived in the University of Alabama at Birmingham. I don't know about other universities. If you're interested in other universities, you might want to do your own research. Now, when I found out that Ielts is waived for this country, you cannot imagine the joy I had in me because I was preparing to take the Ielts exams and pay for the registration. But fortunately, it's waived. The other requirements were supposed to be 3 recommendation letters from references, a personal statement, a curriculum vitae, of course, a recent one, and application fee. There is an application fee that you have to pay for. Nothing good is free, so you have to pay for the application fee, which I think is it's not bad. You can be able to afford it. So when I got all these requirements ready, prior to that, sorry, I didn't mention transcripts. You need to send your transcripts as well. Transcript and certificate of your completion of degree or attestation if you graduated recently. So when I expressed my interest, I sent an email to the program director. He organized a Zoom meeting with me and another faculty member. They told me about the program. They told me how I can go about it and everything. And as an international student, our own deadline was a bit closer. And as at this time of making this video today, the application is currently going on. So I want you to really take advantage of this and send in your applications. So now we did an interview together. We did a Zoom meeting, sorry, not interview, the Zoom meeting, and I was told how everything has to go. So I had to contact my schools back in Cameroon. Since I had my bachelor's degree in the University of Boya and my master's degree in the Cardiff University of Central Africa in Yaoundé. So I contacted my sisters back home. They were able to go to the schools and they paid the necessary fee, and my official transcripts were sent to UAB. UAB is an abbreviation for University of Alabama at Birmingham, so I'll use it very often. So you will not be the one to send your transcripts to them. It has to be sent from the school directly. That's why it's called official transcript. That's the difference between official transcript and unofficial transcripts. The unofficial ones you can send on your own, while the official ones must be sent by the institution where you studied. UAB is quite flexible. They were able to give us two options. You can send these transcripts by mail, that's through DHL, or you can send it by email. There are email addresses that you use. I'm going to leave the links in the bio. You can access the links. So I decided to go through the email route, because the email is easier and faster. So we sent my transcripts were sent over through the email, and I would say you should start this process early enough so that your transcripts do not delay for one reason or the other. You know how schools in Africa can be. You go there and they might delay. They might say the person who has to sign your documents and everything is not on seat. So start it well ahead of time, so that even if there are some delays incorporated, you will not miss the deadline. I sent my documents across. They went through. I started my application process, and I reached out to my 3 references. These were my lecturers. Some of them were my lecturers. Some of them were my managers that I had worked with. And one thing I'll have to add about this: don't joke with relationships that you form and build in your sphere of studies, in your sphere of work. These are the people that will speak up for you. These are the people that will project your skills and your dynamism to prospective employers, to prospective schools, so that you can be able to stand out. So these recommendation letters are very important. And if you have a good relationship with this person, it will be easy to say, please, I'm trying to apply for this. Can you send in a recommendation letter for me? Other than not communicating with someone and you wake up one beautiful morning simply because you need an admission, then you reach out to them that, please, I need a recommendation letter. So relationships are very important to keep, to build, and to keep. Yes. Now, after doing this, I completed my application, and my application process was already, I had completed my application process about even 2 months to the deadline that was given, because I didn't want to waste any time. I didn't want anything to delay me. I was also doing the nurse assistant program route. I made a video about this when I got a job offer from one employer here in the USA about the nurse assistant job, and I made a video that my application got rejected along the line, although an application was made again. But those are the things that made me to look at other avenues. When it comes to traveling, when it comes to exploring opportunities, it's good to have 2 or 3 plans at the back of your mind, just in case one doesn't work. At least you fall back to the other one. It keeps you sane. So that was what really gave me the go and the push to want to explore this further. And my husband was very much in support that, yes, it's good, let's try this. So we applied, and fortunately, the deadline was supposed to be 15th of January 2023. But by the special grace of God, by the end of November, my application was already set. I had sent everything, and I was just waiting. And as God will have it, a compulsory interview was part of the requirement. So by mid-February, I got an email to choose my date for interview. So I picked my interview date, and I prepared very well for the interview. I did a lot of research about the school, about the mentor I plan to work with, and his research works. So we did the interview, and by God's special grace, early March, I got a big email: congratulations, you've been awarded a fully funded PhD nursing scholarship to study in University of Alabama at Birmingham. This was just God working in our lives, and I didn't know that He had just started there. So we used that application, and at the time I was pregnant. I did all this application processing and my interview for the PhD program with a heavy stomach. I was really pregnant, and I was doing my interview, and I was almost sweating during the interview session as well with my big tummy. So that March, I got a big email, and in April, I had my fourth baby. Yes, you know, I always talk about 3 babies, and in April, I had my fourth baby. So I had to include her in the application. So we did our application process in order to be able to come here together. Now, there are 2 things. If you have a family, you can always tell them, yes, you have a family, you send the details of your family. If they are coming with you, you need to be able to show a proof of funds. This proof of funds is an amount of money to make the school understand that while you'll be here with your family, you'll be able to sustain your family for a period of at least 1 year. So the proof of fund that was required for University of Alabama was $5,000 per person. And we are a family of 6. Fortunately, since I had a fully funded scholarship, I don't need to show proof of funds. So we have to show proof of funds for for my husband and my 4 kids. We were very intentional about this. We wanted this to work. At one point, since it was quite daunting, expensive, my husband was like, maybe you can go first, then we can see how we will join you later. And I told him, no, I'm not leaving anyone behind. We are not separating ever again. We have made these sacrifices, and I will say this is the end. We are moving together, or we are moving. That was it. And we put everything in prayers, and we were able to rally funds, and we got a lot of help from family, from friends. We got our funds in check. We sent it over to school, and they gave us the document that we need to take to the embassy. That is the I-20 form. So this form carries information about your program, the duration of your program, the funds, who is going to sponsor you throughout the program, how much funds you have as a person, and how much funds your family also has, and many other information. So we got these forms, and these are the forms that we need to apply to the embassy for an interview. We did our embassy interview application online on our own. We just did it on our own, because imagine you have to use an agent and everything. It's going to cost so much money. Imagine for a family of 6, and with the names that are so similar, someone can easily make an error. But when you sit and do it on your own, you can easily make sure you take your time to do this. So we did this on our own. We applied for the visa interview, and my God, people are traveling. Everyone wants to leave to America. The way the interview interview slots were filled up. I mean, we applied for an interview, I think on early April, but then we only got an interview date for June. Yeah, we got an interview date for June, which was okay, at least, because I need to be here to start school by August. So at least the interview date at June was fine. It was okay for me to, at least, it was an ample time for me to do the interview, know the outcome, then prepare ourselves, and come here. So we applied for the interview process, and fortunately on the day of the interview, before the interview, we were doing so much prayers and fasting, and we put everything in God's hands. So everything about this process, honestly, it's been God and God alone. It's not us. We are nothing. God just used us and made his glory shine in our lives. So everything was successful. The interview process went on very well. I'm going to make a separate video on that, I mentioned already. And at the end of the interview, we got the big good news. Congratulations, your visa has been approved. Imagine 6 visas approved in one morning, one beautiful June 2nd morning. It was wonderful in our lives, and we were able to get this. We prepared ourselves, and boom, here we are. So that was how it went through. That was how everything went through. Fortunately, we were able to move, and we came here settling, and we are here studying. And I'm here telling you, you can also use this route to make your American dream come true. If you want to work as a nurse in Dubai, there are still opportunities there. You can go there, and you can always think of coming here whenever you want. So that's how everything went. It was a beautiful experience for us, and so many people are like, this was fast. No, it took a while. Nothing good comes that fast. Everything is a process. It takes a process. And if you're doing a big project like this, don't talk much about it. Obviously, some people might know. Yes, you have some close people that you discuss your plans with, but not the whole world. So you can always reach out to people who are good-willed, people who are close to you, they can know about this and they can be able to direct you that this is how you should go about it, this is how you should do it. But don't make noise about it until you get results. Just make noise with the outcome, make noise with the success and the results. So that was it. We hope you stay tuned for our next video, because we are going to tell you about how the visa interview and everything else went. Because God did a big miracle for us. I'm still trying to fathom that happened, but honestly it did. God is a protocol breaker. So I don't know what you believe in. If you believe in God and you're doing anything of this sort, please don't rely upon your own strength. Don't rely upon your own understanding. Put him first in everything. Let him lead the way, and he's going to grant you success, just like he did to us. I wish you all the best. If you're planning to come to the University of Alabama at Birmingham, I'll be so happy to have you here, because I want you all to come here. It's a nice place. I'm liking it, and I'm sure you're going to like it too. Don't be discouraged by negativity. No place is 100% heaven on earth. The only place that is heaven is heaven. It's not here on earth. So if you want to do this, make sure you do it, and don't let negativity get the best of you. Thank you so much for watching. See you in next videos. Bye.